Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the struggle coming right back at you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, today I will talk to you about something that irrefutable, that you cannot deny, undeniable. So being that this channel is about realities, it's about the only reality, which is the truth of all things, not from me, but from the Creator himself. Because he left us an instruction, a book that humanity have twisted, have completely misinterpret to exploit each other and to control, called the Bible. And that's the reason most people don't want to believe in the Bible. And that is the reason why so many people are atheists, because of what the devil has done to God's truth. Because the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, two things: that ever since we disobeyed our Creator, we instantly became a dysfunctional creation. So we are, at the moment, more than ever, a dysfunctional humanity. And we have a history, full of misery and horrifying story to prove it beyond belief. So you see, this is not a matter of you believing on something. This is not something that you want, well, this is my opinion on this, Ruben. This is my opinion on that. No. This is not something that you can know. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's a little cough. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not something that you may have an opinion on, or you may want to believe. This is the truth. So ever since we disobeyed our Creator, humanity became an instant dysfunctional creature. Today more than ever. Because we are living in the last days. These are the last days of human existence, as we know it, whether you want to believe it or not. This is not the end of the world. There's no such thing as the end of the world, because the people don't even understand what the word means. Word means, obviously, for those that are asleep, people. And just like the days and times of Noah, this present human civilization will be done away with. That's what it means by the end of the world. It's actually the end of a system. Okay? You may say that there are three governing powers, that there have always been three governing powers throughout human existence upon this earth. First and most powerful, of course, is the kingdom of God, who is the Creator. Second is the kingdom of Satan on earth, because he was thrown into earth. And you can say the human kingdom, but the reality is the human kingdoms have always been controlled by by the devil himself. So there's no such thing as three kingdoms. There's no such thing as three kingdoms. there's always been two. Okay, there's only two paths yet that you can go by. Okay? You got the God way and you got the Satanic way. And ever since humanity disobeyed by listening to the devil by default became the commander-in-chief of human creation. People do not understand the magnitude of the devil. In fact, I'm going to show you the first link. And by the way, please do not forget the links that I will share with you. Because the links that I will share with you is going to be, first is going to start you on an individual down road to hell. And then it's going to show you the massive, the worldwide agenda that has always been at play to deceive humanity. Okay, so let me just tell you real quick. Let me read you real quick before we read a couple of Bible verses and then I'm done. So the dysfunctional humanity has always been what? It is a system of things. I guess you could say that you could also call it the dysfunctional systems, because it's system after system that have proven beyond any shadow of doubt that have failed humanity. The political systems, we all know how that went. Okay? 2, religions and Christianity. Well, you know how that's working out, right? We see it. We've seen it. We see you. 3, the scientific community. All you gotta look at the logos and the symbols that are, for instance, let me give you an example, at NASA, which is the head of a serpent with the tongue sticking out. 4, the entertainment industry, which I'd rather call the distraction industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment industry has always been composed of bloody sport. Okay, since ancient Greek to the Roman Empire with the gladiators and stuff like that. Remember, it has always been to die, to kill. And that's why people in the entertainment industry, if you want to be part of the entertainment industry, that's why you have to sell your soul to the devil. Which means that he gives you money, he gives you everything. But then when he comes to collect, you must give it up. You don't have any choice in the matter. So if he asks you for blood sacrifice from one of your kids, from one of your husband, your wife, whoever it may be, your brother, your sister, your grandmother, you must comply. And yet, either you will be done and you will become a nobody. So that's why the entertainment industry always has required blood, that you sign your contract in blood. 5, economic system. A lot of people believe that the United States and China hate each other. Ladies and gentlemen, do not believe the hype. In fact, you want to know a secret? Do you know that America has become such a disgusting bitch that the economic system in America depends on China? Do you know that China has 1 trillion? That's not the right number. It's a little more. 1 trillion in hold on America's debt. So throughout history, men have created, inspired by the devil, just like religions was, just like political systems have been established. In fact, Christendom came out of a political system. Okay, as I have explained that to you in the past. So man don't know what to do with himself. So he came up with socialism, Marxism, communism, capitalism, Nazism. Okay, they all sprung from Satanism. Okay? Okay? All men's systems have sprung out of Satanism. Satanism wants you to believe that he doesn't exist, but yet controls everything. The very government that you are being controlled by. Did you take a look at the State of the Union address by this lost old man in the United States? Ladies and gentlemen, that's just an example, a prelude of what is coming to America, of what is already here. America is being destroyed by design. Because, ladies and gentlemen, prophecy is not a joking matter. America is prophesied to fall hard and very hard at that. So what you saw in the State of the Union address was a lost man. And the blind sheep whose interest they were protecting, showing their selfishness. We're applauding this man, and they're supporting. The media loves this man because they are part of the agenda to destroy America. Ladies and gentlemen, haven't I told you that? Let me give you an example, and you don't see it, and you don't see that coming to fruition. Didn't I tell you that New York is designed to be destroyed? Okay, so the big city in America are the first target to be to destroy, because after the big cities in America are destroyed, especially New York, with its economic might, with its economic impact worldwide. Remember, that's what the worldwide stock exchange is at, really. The Wall Street Stock Exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, New York has been is being worked by design. They're just using the migrant crisis, okay, the migrant crisis, to turn New York into a police state very soon. And you see the very first sign of that. And haven't I been telling you this for the longest? The power of deceit, the power of manipulation of the human mind, the exploitation of emotions. Oh my, it's a beautiful and powerful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just tell you. Okay, and it has always worked. Remember George Floyd? A man who's probably still alive somewhere, but yet you believe that he's dead. Whether he's alive or whether he's dead, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't matter. They already accomplished. They already messed you up emotionally, and the devils and the demons have been let loose on this community. In fact, if you don't believe me, have you listened to the news? Yeah, turn on the news and see what is happening in Minnesota, especially in Minneapolis. Okay? It is on its way to become the murder capital. It's not there yet. But then again, there's only 5.5 million people in that state. Okay? So, that's why. But in New York, the devil is having a field day. You have the migrants that are being protected. You have the criminals that are being let loose on the streets. And that's why you have District Attorney Mr. Bragg in New York, because he was put there by an evil man and supported with George Soros. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, do we only see George Soros, or do we see the work of the devil at play here? And look, they exploited the black and the emotions. And look, black people's emotions have been exploited. To what end? For the betterment of the black community, of course. Now they are suffering more than ever. The three lesbian sisters that founded, even though it was founded by the government itself, through back doors, they tell you themselves that they are trained Marxists. These sisters are lost, ladies and gentlemen. They don't know what they're talking about, and yet they're against the traditional nuclear family, which is the basis of the fabric of every society. So black people who are the descendants of the tribe of Judah, the Negroes, have been by design exploited at every level. Through slavery, they've been traumatized. They have been the most traumatized people upon this planet. In fact, they are so traumatized that they don't even know what they are. They call them as a mocking. That's how, because the devil makes a mockery. The devil calls them African Americans. How can you, to confuse them even more, how can you be known on the two continents? Doesn't make any sense. To confuse them even more. And then they threw the religion's games on you. And that's it. The black people are all hooked up, doomed to be destroyed. Because they're not coming out of their religion anytime soon. They think that their religion, even though it has been a proven fact that it doesn't work, and that is being controlled by the Freemasons, and that it was created and pushed and financed by the Freemasons to keep them at bay, to keep them docile. But yet the young people, they have been, being that religion is a game, it's a devil's game, the young people are the casualties of this religious people. What are they doing? They're killing each other. Black on black crime has always been the highest, have always kept going up, while the devil throws a party and demons. Another power of deceit has been the game of the IRS. Ladies and gentlemen, the things that don't make sense in this world are the ones that are accepted, pushed, and people just don't see anything wrong with them. People work from sun up to sundown, only to get their check taken, only to see 40% of that paycheck taken away by the tax man, by the thief. And then after they do that, whatever is left on their check, when they buy, they are still being charged tax on whatever they buy. Whether they buy a house, a car. America, being the most naive nations upon this earth, don't own nothing. You don't own your houses. And you talk about the American dream. That's why it's a dream, because it only existed in your dream. It is a delusion. Wake the hell up. The American dream never existed. Do me a favor. If the American dream is real, stop paying your taxes on your house and see what's going to happen. Even though you already finished paying, you don't want a cent on the house. You pay the banks and everything, right? is fully paid, do not pay your taxes on it and see what's going to happen. They will come and take it away from you. Your car, don't pay your insurance, or do not pay your tags. Your tags, you know, the tag, the little piece of thing that you put on the tag, and see if you be allowed to drive your car. So, ladies and gentlemen, man has completely lied to you, because within their dysfunctionality, they have made you, turn you into a dysfunctioning, thinking population who accepts everything, who says, well, it is what it is, so, you know, let's take it. Hey, this is what we get, this is what we get. It's sad. We have been robbed, we have been lied to, we have been slayed, we have been raped, and we think it's okay. No wonder we accept that kids, little kids, who are born by the creation of God, by God's creation, you know, through the process of natural creation, is born a boy, but the demon gets inside of him and makes him act like a little girl. Well, what does the devil's disciples do? Of course, what you expect them to do. You expect them to say, wait a minute, let's cut what God gave you and try to make a little vagina there for you. And the same, and vice versa. When you see a young girl saying, wait a minute, I was born in the wrong body. Oh, so God made mistakes. No, these are what you call demon possessions. And people see it as normal. So, ladies and gentlemen, the human dysfunctionality has been so big that it makes us accept everything. We have come to a level of acceptance, a ridiculous levels of acceptance, like anything goes. We accept it. In fact, let's legalize marijuana. There's nothing wrong with that. After telling people for so many years in the United States, please say no to drugs. No, legalize marijuana. And then they're talking about legalizing other drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, America is an experiment. America is the second beast of the Bible, okay? Because after American falls, and she's about to harm, the whole world will follow. Because after that, then there will be what you're going to call what you call a very direct and clear-cut satanic system set up. And you may say, well, Ruben, what would be the purpose of it? To come after people like us. They hate us. So since people don't want to be different, they give in to the system. A lot of brothers and sisters have completely fallen into it. Say, well, you either join them, if you cannot beat them, join them, of course. Because you cannot beat them because you never develop the God mind. You never, you don't live on God's path. Because God is the one that's going to be fighting the battle for you. In fact, he says, revenge is mine. That's why I don't hold grudge to no one. There's only love over here. That's why I make this video, in the hope of waking you up. But people are so given up to this reality, to this false alternate reality that the devil has given humanity ever since we disobeyed that. We don't care no more. We call people like us, the world call people like us, conspiracy theorists, tinfoil hat, crazy, maniacs. You understand? They hate us. Not by who we are, but the spirit that we represent. Because our battle the human body is the human body is spiritual. It's not physical. Our battle is not against our battle is not against flesh and blood. I see this clearly written in Ephesians 6, chapter 6, verse 12. Okay? So that's why it is written on Proverbs chapter 12, the following. I believe it's on 12 or I believe 14. Proverbs chapter 12. Proverbs 12. Now, Proverbs 14. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So there it is. King Solomon is telling us, okay, ladies and gentlemen, King Solomon is telling us, the wisest man that ever lived, okay, is telling us that our perception of reality have been completely twisted because we live under a different reality. Let me give you another example of how they messed up your mind. They know very well that what they call extraterrestrial beings are fallen angels. They always been there and they will always be there. Extraterrestrial beings, knowing that you probably are stupid, to confuse you, that you don't know any better, you don't know your Bible, so they exploit you. You see how it goes? So they want you to accept what they're telling you. These are just extraterrestrial beings. And by the way, we may have physical bodies, evidence, physical, that we may have captured extraterrestrial beings. We don't have to go any further, ladies and gentlemen. The whole human race has been possessed. We are all sinners. The only difference between us, the few of us that have been awakened, and the whole world is that we know and that we are sinners and that we recognize that. And so we go what? We live according to God's truth. We don't follow any religions. We just live life as it was meant to be lived. You follow the real 10 commandments. You don't follow God's man's created religions. You don't follow any political system, socialism, Nazism, whatever. You do not adhere yourself to humanity's dysfunctional system. You follow God's perfect system. And you wait on Him. And whatever you want from this life, you ask Him. You want to get married? Ask Him. You want a mate to have a family with? You ask Him. You don't go on your own and look for it. Because the minute you do that, you will live what you reap what you sow. If you don't leave everything in God's hands, then there'll be hell to pay, which will be your own hell. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Are you willing to accept this truth? Do you think that this is a joke? Well, let me just tell you, it isn't funny anymore. It is obvious. We live under a satanic, matrix, Edomite system. Whether you want to believe and accept that reality, it is up to you. It is not a matter of believing or disbelieving or my opinion or this is how I see things or this is my interpretation. No. God doesn't care about that because we are imperfect human beings. Let me just give you one last thing. For instance, do you know, and this is going to be on one of the links that I will send you. Do you know that people kill? Remember when Nike sneakers came out, and Jordans and all of those. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that the Nike sneakers came out of a pagan god? The Greek goddess Nike, the god of triumph, the god that wants to always win. Just do it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, have the patience to take a look at some of these links that I will send you. The first one is going to be short. Probably the second one is going to be short. But then I guess the third or the fourth is going to be a longer one. But please take a look at them. Believe me, you will see at the end of it all, this is all meant as a good information source to you. Because I want you to see, I prove everything that I talk about here. Okay? This is not my opinion. I don't know you, but this I am compelled to do, to preach this gospel, because as it is written on chapter 24, Matthew 24. Take a look at this. Matthew 24. Okay, in fact, in chapter 24, I'm going to read you 3 verses. Let us start on verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. There is no love. That's why you see people killing each other over stupid things and robbing. 3, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. What end? The end of this system. The end of this system, ladies and gentlemen, of this human system, because obviously it isn't working. In fact, the Satanists are ready, since they know they are dying, they're already passing on the power to the new generation. George Soros gave its power to his son. King Charles says, well, he's got cancer. Well, I'm calling my son up. I'm going to pass the power to him, and so on. Okay? To this new blood generation. Because they know they have messed up this world bad. That's why they're talking about the what? An economic world reset. When you won't have nothing and you be happy. You see how they laugh at you, ladies and gentlemen? You see how stupid they think you are? And what makes a man stupid is not having the knowledge and wisdom of God. Because once you understand this, you can see right through things. You can see through people, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me. Okay? Because God will help you do that. And God will take people that are not good for you. That God will take people away from you that are not good for you. I lived it. I am a witness of that. I grew up in New York. I no longer live in New York. So now you see, this is why I do this. I am called to preach this gospel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people say, Ruben, aren't you afraid that the government's going to track you down? Why should I be afraid? If God is with me, who can be against me? May God bless you. And remember, the first link is an evolution of dysfunctional young lady, and how the devil works on different levels, different ways, but with the same results, are all the people that are part of the entertainment industry, the distraction industry, to keep the master distracted. May God bless you. You all take care.